What is going on, guys? It is that time again to do a likeness video for the latest DLC, Climbing Around package. Climbing Around pack, I'm sorry. Now let's go ahead and take a look at it. Take a look at the downloaded wrestlers. Okay. So there we have the British Bulldog, Doink, Dewdrop. I'm not familiar with Dewdrop. I haven't been watching wrestling. I don't know if that's like an NXT wrestler or whatever that. But anyway, let's take a look. We're just basically doing a likeness video to take a look at the wrestlers itself. Now, I wonder if they're going to add some of these hairstyles to the game. Let's take a look here. I thought he had an entrance attire, like a cape or something, or, like a robe of some kind. I'm pretty sure he does. They might not have put it on there by default, but I know he has something now. Come on now. Let's find it. Because I thought I seen it on the... It's something similar to this, what I thought that he would have. Maybe it's this. No, it's definitely not that. He doesn't wear that. Anyway, he doesn't have it right now. Whatever, we don't have to look at that. But anyway, that's the British Bulldog. That does look like him. I mean, look at this cuts on his head and stuff, man. Look at that. That definitely looks like a real person. I can tell you that. As you can see, there's a little bit of a morphing issue. They fixed a lot of this, but I don't know. His is not looking good with the hair morphing through the back, but he does look very real. British Bulldog. Okay, his attire is pretty cool. You could probably give him another attire that's something like what he had. Let's see what pose they gave him. They gave him that. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. They got Mr. T too. Remember that, Let's take a look at Doink. We're going to take a quick look at some of these entrances too. Now, Doink, there's an attire in this game that's pretty much similar to what he already has, but let's take a look here. Can you take any of this stuff off? No, you cannot. Cannot take his mask off. I guess that's a mask. I don't know. It's something like a mask, right? I guess his hair is connected to the mask because they had a hair in this that looked like Doink's hair, but this hair looks different than the Doink I remember, but, whatever. We're going to look at his moves and stuff, too. See what kind of pose they gave him. He got this thing that he wears to the ring. I guess the attire that's in this game, the Doink attire that was already in it, is not exactly like that. It's similar, but it's not exact. It's a little bit different, So there's your Doink. I guess that looks like him. Heck, I mean, he has paint on his face. It's hard to tell if his face is completely right. Dewdrop, I'm just going by the picture because I don't know nothing about this character, or this person. The character definitely looks real, but I mean, I looked at the video of her and whatnot. This definitely looks, compared to that, this looks good. But let's take a look here at the face. Face definitely looks real, I don't know nothing about her moves or anything, so we're gonna have to look at that. Let's go ahead and get out of Dewdrop. How new is she? How long has she been in the WWE? Okay, we got Mr. T. I don't really care for this stuff here, Mr. T. Got these celebrities. I mean, he had something to do with WWF at one time. I mean, in the early 80s, he did a WrestleMania. And that's what version this is. It's obviously it's that. It ain't It ain't gonna be nothing else. Yeah, that definitely looks just like Mr. T from that time frame anyway. You could do like an 80s match with him in it. I don't believe he really wrestled like very long. I think from what I know, he just made an appearance or two. I could be wrong about that. I had to research. I know he was kind of built at the time, so he don't, yeah, he's even got an entrance attire. You know, I'm assuming that's what he had. Oh, okay. Because I know he was in Rocky and then with Hogan, and then he did something with one of the WrestleManias. So let's get out of that. I don't really care too much for the Mr. T. Let's take a look here. Who else are we looking for? Looking for this individual here. We also have to look at Ronda Rousey. I'm not familiar with this person, but for what it's worth, we'll look at it. I should probably keep up with the WWE product. This definitely looks like a real person. He looks very detailistic, if you would. Not too much to see there, right? Of course, we gotta look at Ronda Rousey. We have to look at that. Let's take a look wherever she's at. This is in alphabetical order, so she's right here. I'm hearing rumors that she might fight Gina Carano or something. I don't know what fight promotion that would be, but, Ronda Rousey, an updated attire, apparently. That definitely looks like her for sure. Okay. We're going to take a look at some of their moves, like some of their entrances and stuff like that. I'm interested to see, like, what Mr. T, somebody like that would have. Let's take a look. No, let's take a look at moves first. I want to look at moves. I just want to see what their finishers are. I'm curious to see what finisher Mr. T has. Let's look at Doinks first. We already know the British Bulldog has like a running power slam or something like that. Let's take a look at Doink here. Stump puller. That was already in the game. That's nothing new. This was already in the game as well. Let's take a look at finisher. The whoopee cushion. Okay. I never remembered what finishing move he used watching him, wrestle, but that's what he has. I'm only going to look at finishers because I don't want to spend too much time, So it looks like her signature move is the basement splash. I think this was already in it. Yeah, it was. It was already in it. That was too. Let's take a look at finishers. I'm not sure if there was 5 versions of this in the game. Okay. She's got a couple moves here. Let's take a look at Mr. T. So yeah, a headbutt and I think that may have already been in the game, possibly. This too. Wow, he's only got one finisher. That's it? Was that really his finisher? I really don't know. His second finisher, he doesn't even have one. They couldn't even think of what his second finisher would be, so they just left that alone. I haven't seen them do that yet. Let's take a look at this character's moves, huh? We'll look at Ronda Rousey too, of course. Military drop 2. So he's a power move type wrestler. And he's got the gorilla press slam as well. Okay, again, nothing added to the game. He's only got one finisher as well. I believe that was already in it. That doesn't look new at all. Let's take a look at Ronda Rousey. I'm pretty sure she has the arm bar. Something called the Rowdy Buster. Let's see. There's another move in this that looks just like that, but it has a different name. That was already in it. Let's go to finishers. Yeah, of course it's that arm bar. Then you got the ankle lock. These moves are not new. Let's see, we've already looked at all of them, right? Let's take a look at some entrances. What do we got here? You can see some of my creative wrestlers on here. I can't even remember who I'm looking. Okay, yeah. They don't give you the downloaded wrestler list to make this search a lot quicker. Let's take a look at Doink. I'm not going to be able to play the music because, you know, I got flagged once for doing that on my channel, so I'm not going to mess with that. I wish I could. It would certainly, because not playing the music kind of almost defeats the purpose, you know, of even showing this. Here we have Doink. That entrance does look familiar. I don't think it was already in this game, though. Oh, he's squirting water. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Like Dewdrop. I think the hair on this could use a little bit of work because when I play FIFA 22, the hair looks a lot better than this. So they can definitely go a little bit further. It looks way better than anything we've seen in any other WWE game, of course. I mean, this is the PS5 version, but the PS4 version looks pretty much like this one, so. So there's that. Nothing too jaw-dropping or anything like that. What does Mr. T have? That's what I'm curious about, Mr. T. Like, what is it that he does? Come on, man. This is taking too long. There it is. Okay. How old is he now? Is he like in the 70s or 60s now? Something like a boxer, right? Okay. We still didn't look at Ronda Rousey. Nothing too special here, right? Oh, I didn't look at the British Bulldog, nor did I look at Rick Boggs. Okay, let's take a look at theirs. So he does have it on. Oh, I get it. It comes with the animation of the entrance, but you can't. So if you select, so if you create a created character and you give him that entrance, he's probably gonna have that cape with him. Some props, every now and then, they'll be like that. They'll just be a part of the entrance rather than the attire, even though technically it is the attire. But I knew I seen something, you know. Let's look at Rick Boggs. Now this is unfortunate that you can't play the music, but you just can't take that chance. I did it before, and that channel pretty much went under a little bit of, had some problems. He kind of looks like he definitely looks like someone from the 80s. Even though he's not, but he has that look. But just everything, his facial hair, his attire, everything just looks 80s-ish. Anyway, guys, that's this video. I just wanted to do another likeness video for the new DLC pack, the Clown Around pack, like we always do. I think there's only one DLC left that comes out sometime in July.